Yesterday, Donald Trump held a town hall at the foot of Lincoln, at the Lincoln Memorial. That's an image that never should have been allowed to be created, but it was, and it led to some equally absurd comments like this.
I am greeted with a hostile press, the likes of which no president has ever seen. The closest would be that gentleman right up there. They always said Lincoln. Nobody got treated worse than Lincoln. I believe I am treated worse.
He's treated worse than Lincoln. People were much more fair to Lincoln.
There's an inch, like, I think he just named it because he thought of a president.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I mean, arguably, Lincoln, I don't know, there's a lot to be said about, like, Lincoln's legacy and Donald Trump. There's actually nothing to be said. There's no real correlation. But Lincoln was pressured from both the right and the left. He was pressured to basically abolish slavery from the left. And then he was hammered from the right because he didn't actually want to do it. So anyway, the point is that there's some sort of relationship between that and Trump, who was like, we never should have abolished it anyway, which is probably what he thinks.
Yeah, I get that he's talking about, like, criticism, I suppose. But, like, read the room, and the room that you're in is the Lincoln Memorial. The dude was shot for what he did. It's a really weird, like if he was in a room with Jesus on the cross, are you sure that he wouldn't say he's been treated worse than Jesus? Are you sure of that? I'm not sure. Anyway, just briefly, here's what I want to turn to. So what he's saying there is, the media's not fair to me. They're fake news, they lie, they're vicious. And so I'm gonna play this video. This video is continuing from what you just saw. So he's going to give an explanation for why he doesn't understand why they're so mean to him. And I want to watch this, and then I want to explain what's going on.
You're there, you see those press conferences. They come at me with questions that are disgraceful, to be honest, disgraceful. Their manner of presentation and their words. And I feel that if I was kind to them, I'd be walked off the stage. I mean, they come at you with the most horrible, horrendous, biased questions. And you see it, 94 or 95% of the press is hostile. And yet, if you look in Florida today, we had hundreds and hundreds of boats going up and down the intercoastal, Trump. We have tremendous support. But the media they might as well be in the Democrat Party. And why, I don't know. We fixed our military, we fixed the vet. You know, if you look at the VA, you take a look at what's going on with our vets. They have choice now, and we have accountability. We're able to get rid of people that don't treat our vets well. They've been trying to do that for 44 years. And because of civil service and the unions, you couldn't do it. The biggest thing is choice. We've done choice, where if a vet can't see a doctor quickly, they go outside, they get a doctor, they get fixed up, we pay the bill, instead of waiting for 5 weeks, 7 weeks.
So he doesn't understand because of all of his accomplishments. Do you know where this is going, Francesca?
I don't know. I think he's gonna make some sort of comparison to a war. That's for sure.
Well, I mean, he did focus. All of his accomplishments are always something related to a bullet being fired. So it's the military, it's vets, it's Second Amendment, it's the wall, whatever. No, it's that he said the media is unfair to me. They're liars. They're aggressive. Why are they so mean? Why are they not fair? And I don't get it because I've had such success. I rebuilt the military. I gave them veterans choice, even though, as many people have said over and over again, the choice program was passed in 2014 under President Barack Obama. So in his defense of why he doesn't get why reporters are so critical of him, he lies about this program. And the reason I mention this is not, hey, we caught him in a lie. That's easy. He has told this particular lie literally hundreds of times over the past few years. He got into office, it was already passed under a different president. And so I have to wonder, is he just so jealous of the program that he has to pretend that he passed it? Or does he literally not know what year things happened? Does he not know how long he's been president? Is his brain melting right before our very eyes?
Yes, his brain is melting. He doesn't know that he wasn't the one to pass it. Also, famously, the Trump administration has been trying to further privatize the VA There's been a lot of great reporting about how the VA was essentially a gift handed to him, like 3 or 4 cronies out of Mar-a-Lago. Can't remember their names right now, but they straight up have been conspiring to privatize the VA, right? And essentially like have failed at even doing something like that. But you just got to look to recent news when it comes to the VA and how well it's working and how well it's actually serving and honoring veterans, which is that there was some giant scheme to get 6 million masks to the VA, right? That was doled out to a rando, like some random, like, you know, consultant firm, whatever, some dude set up like a few months ago. There's a huge piece in the Times about this. And it's still unclear, how did this guy get through to the VA to get a contract, which he actually never delivered on?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, this is what's happening is like the VA, you've done nothing with the VA. I mean, this like, get veterans out of your mouth.
Exactly. We're going to word that a different way next time. But yes, exactly. Yeah. They're critical of you because you constantly lie and attack them and just shroud yourself in this bizarre victim complex. I'm not going to go into it in depth again because I know that we talk about this literally every week, but I don't understand how you can simultaneously believe that the right is full of strong, tough alpha males and they just whine constantly about how mean people are to them. I don't understand how both of those things can be true in your mind.